Top 10 must-visit travel destinations in the world. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the breathtaking landscapes shown in blockbuster movies and secretly wished you could step into those places in real life? The truth is, you don't need to travel to a distant planet to experience such wonders. Right here on Earth, nature and humanity have created spectacular marvels that are sometimes even more impressive than what we see on the big screen. From mysterious black sand beaches where nature seems to have turned everything to stone, to giant mirrors that perfectly reflect the sky, or fairy tale towns nestled along the Mediterranean coast, all of these places truly exist. In today's video, join the Top 10 channel as we embark on a journey across 10 of the world's most extraordinary travel destinations, where every stop promises unforgettable experiences. Rank 10, Maldives. Whenever people talk about destinations that must be visited at least once in a lifetime, the Maldives almost always appears at the top of the list. This beautiful island nation, often referred to as the jewel of the Indian Ocean, lies southwest of Sri Lanka. Although the Maldives covers an area of approximately 115,300 square kilometers, nearly 99% of its territory consists of vast open ocean. The country is made up of 1,192 islands of various sizes, earning it the nickname, the Land of 1,000 Islands. Among them, only about 200 islands are inhabited, while the rest have been developed into luxury resorts, attracting millions of visitors from around the world each year. Since 1972, the Maldives has steadily shifted its economic focus toward tourism, gradually reducing its reliance on traditional fishing. Today, tourism is not only the backbone of the national economy but also the very soul of this island nation. One of its most distinctive features is the one island, one resort concept, offering unparalleled privacy and world-class luxury experiences. According to statistics, the Maldives welcomes over 600,000 visitors annually. In 2019 alone, the number surpassed 1.7 million, highlighting the ever-growing appeal of this tropical paradise. The Maldives is truly a haven for diving and snorkeling enthusiasts. Vibrant coral reefs stretching for miles are home to thousands of fascinating marine species, forming a hidden treasure beneath the ocean's surface. Visitors can explore challenging underwater cliffs, swim alongside manta rays in Hanafaru Bay, or charter private boats to discover famous nearby islands. Beyond its stunning natural beauty, the Maldives also boasts notable cultural and historical value, with 6 ancient mosques included on UNESCO's tentative World Heritage List. Food lovers should not miss the chance to visit local fish markets and enjoy some of the freshest seafood imaginable. However, nearly 80% of the Maldives' land area rises less than 1 meter above sea level. Climate change and rising sea levels are causing severe erosion across many islands. Experts warn that if this trend continues, the Maldives could face the risk of being submerged within the next 50 years. Therefore, every trip here is not just a dream vacation, but also a rare opportunity to witness a paradise that may one day disappear. Rank 9, Amalfi Coast, Italy. There are places in the world where a single photograph is enough to captivate millions, and the Amalfi Coast in southern Italy is undoubtedly one of them. The town of Amalfi has a long and rich history dating back to the 4th century AD. Thanks to its unique geographical location, nestled between steep limestone mountains and the turquoise waters of the Mediterranean Sea, it once flourished as a major maritime trading hub connecting Europe with the Arab world. During its golden age, Amalfi was one of Italy's 4 powerful maritime republics, alongside Venice, Genoa, and Pisa. The wealth generated from trade encouraged residents to build charming homes clinging to the steep hillsides. Cultural exchanges with the Arab world also contributed to the region's distinctive and colorful architectural style. Remarkably, many of these structures have been preserved almost intact over the centuries. Today, the Amalfi Coast consists of 13 coastal towns, each resembling a radiant pearl embedded along the rugged shoreline. These towns are connected by the legendary SS-163 highway, also known as the Amalfi Drive. As you travel along this road, one side reveals the endless blue of the Mediterranean Sea, while the other showcases vibrant villas perched dramatically on cliff faces. Every turn unveils a new, breathtaking, and unforgettable view. Beyond its magnificent natural scenery, the Amalfi Coast enchants visitors with its rich cultural heritage. From the clifftop town of Ravello, you can gaze out over the vast Mediterranean horizon. Meanwhile, the town of Minori is famous for its long-standing traditions of paper and pasta making, as well as its culinary delights, including creamy ricotta cheese and fragrant chestnut desserts. The abundant Mediterranean sunshine also nourishes lush lemon groves stretching across the hillsides. From these juicy lemons, locals produce the world-famous limoncello liqueur. The Amalfi Coast is not merely a travel destination, it is a way of life, a place where people slow down, unwind, and rediscover inner peace. Imagine sitting in a sea-facing room with a private balcony, reclining comfortably while sipping fine wine and enjoying exquisite cuisine under the warm Mediterranean sun. Moments like these are enough to dissolve all worries and replace them with a rare sense of tranquility. Rank 8. The underwater waterfall, Mauritius. When we think of waterfalls, we often picture torrents of white water cascading from towering cliffs, surrounded by mist and shimmering rainbows under the sunlight. But have you ever imagined a waterfall hidden deep beneath the ocean? This extraordinary underwater waterfall is located off the coast of Le Morne, in the southwest of the island nation of Mauritius. What makes it truly remarkable is that it cannot be seen from land. The phenomenon only reveals itself when viewed from above, through the lens of an airplane or helicopter. From this aerial perspective, the turquoise ocean suddenly appears to form a dramatic scene, as if the entire island of Mauritius is being pulled into a massive abyss beneath the sea. The surreal sight leaves viewers speechless in the face of nature's astonishing beauty. Despite its name, the underwater waterfall is not a real waterfall. Instead, this unique phenomenon is created by strong ocean currents that drag sand and sediment from shallow coastal waters toward the edge of the continental shelf, where the seabed plunges thousands of meters deep. From above, the flowing sand and sediment create striking color gradients, shifting from light turquoise to deep blue, forming the illusion of water cascading into a vast underwater chasm. Though it is merely an optical illusion, the scene is no less awe-inspiring. For those passionate about exploring natural wonders, the underwater waterfall of Mauritius is an unmissable destination. In addition to helicopter tours that offer breathtaking aerial views, visitors can also choose to hike Mount Le Morne, a mountain known for its unique geology and profound historical significance. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2008, the mountain features a 3.5-kilometer trail that winds through lush forests and past caves once used as shelters by escaped slaves. Upon reaching the summit, the vast ocean unfolds before your eyes, with the mesmerizing underwater waterfall standing out as the highlight. Beyond its iconic natural phenomenon, Mauritius is a true paradise for relaxation. Crystal clear waters, soft white sand beaches, and fresh ocean air create an atmosphere of complete serenity. Luxury resorts across the island offer world-class services, while a wide range of activities, including scuba diving, snorkeling, windsurfing, and kayaking, invite visitors to fully immerse themselves in the oceanic world. In Mauritius, golden sunshine, turquoise seas, and endless joy await at every moment. Rank 7. The ancient capital of Bagan, Myanmar. The ancient capital of Bagan is located in central Myanmar, on the eastern bank of the Middle Irrawaddy River. It is a place where magnificent historical ruins blend harmoniously with profound Buddhist cultural values. Often regarded as one of the three greatest Buddhist wonders of Southeast Asia, Bagan stands shoulder to shoulder with Cambodia's Angkor Wat and Indonesia's Borobudur. In the Burmese language, Bagan is believed to mean completion or wandering, a poetic expression that perfectly describes the countless temples, pagodas, and Buddhist relics scattered across this sacred land. Bagan's history is thought to date back to 108 AD, when it was merely a quiet rural settlement along the Irrawaddy River. By 847 AD, a small town had begun to take shape. A major turning point came in 1044, when King Anuruddha unified Myanmar and chose Bagan as the capital. From that moment on, the construction of temples and pagodas entered a period of rapid expansion. During its golden age from the 11th to the 13th centuries, Bagan was home to more than 10,000 temples, pagodas, and monasteries. These structures were built to express deep devotion to Buddhism while also demonstrating royal power and authority. After more than 900 years of historical upheaval and devastating earthquakes, Bagan has lost much of its original splendor. Even so, around 2,000 temples and Buddhist relics still remain today, standing as vivid witnesses to a glorious past. Each structure in Bagan possesses its own unique beauty, from towering temples rising majestically against the blue sky to delicate, elegant pagodas adorned with intricate details. The architectural styles, building materials, and decorative patterns of each temple vividly reflect the distinctive Buddhist art and cultural identity of Myanmar across different historical periods. One of the most fascinating ways to explore ancient Bagan is by riding a traditional horse-drawn carriage. The rhythmic clatter of wooden wheels rolling along red dirt roads, slowly passing through open fields and ancient trees, creates the sensation of traveling back in time. You can ask the driver to stop at any moment to admire the scenery or step inside centuries-old pagodas. Along the way, the evolution of architectural styles across dynasties becomes increasingly apparent, from bell-shaped stupas influenced by Sri Lanka, to bulb-shaped towers characteristic of the Paya people, cylindrical stupas from the reign of King Anuradha, and later multi-tiered terraces adorned with refined balconies. Inside the temples, Buddha statues appear in countless forms, seated, standing, reclining, or resting serenely in peaceful poses. Among the thousands of temples in Bagan, Damayanji Temple is considered the most mysterious and haunting. It is the largest temple complex, constructed during the reign of a king believed to be the most ruthless in the dynasty's history. Legend has it that, in order to keep the construction techniques secret and prevent anyone from replicating the structure, the king ordered the execution of all the builders once the temple was completed. As a result, every brick and tile not only preserves the grandeur of the past but also carries dark secrets, making Damayanji both majestic and deeply enigmatic. The most breathtaking moments in Bagan occur at sunrise and sunset. In the early morning, a thin layer of mist blankets the plains, causing thousands of temples to emerge hazily, as if in a mythical dream. At dusk, standing atop Shwesanda Pagoda, the most iconic sunset viewpoint, you can watch the entire landscape glow in honey-golden hues. The quiet, sacred atmosphere seems to transport visitors back through time, where each spire reaches toward the deep blue sky, as if touching the divine realm. Every brick and grain of sand seems to whisper ancient stories of faith, resilience, and endurance, inviting each traveler to pause, listen, and feel a timeless beauty beyond the reach of time. Rank 6, Zhangye Danxia Geopark, China. Situated along the Heshi Corridor in Gansu Province, just north of the majestic Chilean mountains, lies a landscape that resembles a vibrant natural painting, Zhangye Danxia National Geopark. Spanning an area of approximately 50 square kilometers, this region features uniquely shaped hills and mountains adorned with extraordinary colors, as though crafted by the hand of a master artist. Danxia landforms are the result of millions of years of weathering and erosion. Over time, layers of red sandstone were sculpted and separated into isolated peaks, forming bizarre rock formations and dramatic vertical cliffs. Visiting Zhangye Danxia is not only an encounter with a natural wonder, but also like flipping through the ancient geological history of the Earth. The red sandstone and conglomerate layers here were formed between 135 and 65 million years ago during the Cretaceous period. The mountains rise majestically with sheer cliffs and layered rock formations stacked in countless patterns. Some peaks resemble arrows piercing the sky, others look like towering stone castles, while certain formations even evoke the shapes of humans or animals. Among the many sections of Zhangye Danxia, the most famous is Area Number 4, often nicknamed the Danxia Pork Belly due to its vividly layered, multicolored rock bands. When sunlight strikes the terrain, the alternating shades of color appear like bold brushstrokes from a brilliant painter, creating an unforgettable visual spectacle. To ensure visitors can admire this natural wonder safely and fully, the park has built a network of observation platforms and designated walking paths. During sunset or shortly after rainfall, the scenery becomes especially radiant. The shimmering colors blend seamlessly, producing a dreamlike landscape that leaves everyone who witnesses it in awe. Beyond its colorful Danxia formations, Zhangye also boasts a rich historical and cultural heritage. Once a vital trading hub along the ancient Silk Road, the region served as an important bridge between Eastern and Western civilizations. Its historical relics and cultural landscapes offer an additional layer of fascination worth exploring. However, due to its arid and remote location, the intense midday summer sun can feel scorching. For this reason, the best times to visit Zhangye Danxia are early morning or late afternoon. During these hours, temperatures are more comfortable, and visitors are rewarded with mesmerizing light effects across the multicolored mountains. Rank 5, Machu Picchu, Peru. In the Quechua language, Machu Picchu means Old Mountain. This mysterious city is perched high in the Andes Mountains, nestled between Machu Picchu and Huayna Picchu peaks. At an elevation of approximately 2,430 meters above sea level, it is considered one of the most well-preserved relics of pre-Columbian Inca civilization. Machu Picchu was built in the 15th century under the command of Inca Emperor Pachacuti, serving both as a royal retreat and a religious ceremonial center. After the Spanish conquest of Peru in 1532, the city was gradually abandoned and swallowed by the jungle for more than 400 years. It was not until 1911 that American explorer Hiram Bingham rediscovered Machu Picchu by chance. 2 years later, in 1913, National Geographic devoted its entire April issue to the site, officially reintroducing the lost city of the Incas to the world. In 1983, UNESCO recognized Machu Picchu as a dual World Heritage Site for both cultural and natural value. In 2007, it was further named one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Its exceptional status is owed to its breathtaking architecture and astonishing engineering techniques. The ancient city contains more than 200 stone structures and 109 stairways connecting the slopes and central areas, forming over 3,000 stone steps. Machu Picchu also features a sophisticated system of fountains, open canals, and underground channels, creating an advanced hydraulic network. Water from a sacred spring flows methodically through each sector, demonstrating remarkable planning and precision. In terms of urban layout, the city was clearly divided. The northern section housed palaces and sacred temples, while the southern area served as residential quarters with workshops and public buildings. This organization reflects the meticulous planning and advanced urban thinking of Inca civilization. Perhaps the most astonishing feature of Machu Picchu is its stone walls. Constructed from precisely cut blocks fitted together with near-perfect accuracy. Without the use of mortar or binding materials, the stones interlock so tightly that not even a blade can slip between them. Standing atop the mountain, many wonder how the Incas managed to build such a massive city when all the stone was quarried from cliffs some 600 meters below, despite having no wheels and no iron tools. When Machu Picchu was rediscovered, gold artifacts were reportedly still found on the window ledges of several rooms. Yet the once glorious city had been completely abandoned, leaving no trace of the inhabitants' departure. Why did the Incas suddenly leave? Where did they go? To this day, these mysteries remain unanswered. Today, Machu Picchu is not only a source of pride for the people of Peru but also a global cultural and historical icon. Whether considered for its historical context, architectural mastery, or lingering mysteries, Machu Picchu unquestionably ranks among the most awe-inspiring and magnificent ancient sites in the world. Rank 4. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. On the southwestern plateau of Bolivia lies a surreal natural wonder known as Salar de Uyuni, often called the Mirror of the Sky. It is the largest salt flat in the world. During the rainy season, a thin layer of water covers the salt crust, transforming the entire area into a gigantic mirror that perfectly reflects the sky and clouds, creating the sensation of stepping into a dreamlike, otherworldly realm. Standing in this vast, boundless space where sky and earth seem to merge into one, visitors are treated to a truly breathtaking view. Salar de Uyuni sits at an altitude of approximately 3,656 meters above sea level and spans an area of 10,582 square kilometers. Millions of years ago, this region was once a vast ocean. Around 40,000 years ago, the water gradually evaporated, leaving behind thick layers of salt that formed the unique landscape seen today. During the rainy season, rainfall floods the salt flat, creating a shallow lake that stretches endlessly. When the dry season arrives, the water evaporates, leaving behind a white mineral layer up to 6 meters thick. After rainfall, the smooth surface reflects the sky like a mirror, the very reason behind its poetic nickname, the Mirror of the Sky. Despite its mesmerizing beauty, Salar de Uyuni presents several challenges. The dry high-altitude climate and extreme temperature differences between day and night can cause altitude sickness. Before visiting, travelers are advised to spend time acclimatizing in La Paz to allow their bodies to adjust to the elevation. Additionally, because the salt flat is uninhabited and the ground is heavily saline, navigating the area independently can be dangerous due to the lack of visual landmarks. For first-time visitors, joining a tour with an experienced guide is highly recommended to ensure safety. Unfortunately, the opportunity to witness the famous Mirror of the Sky is becoming increasingly fragile. This phenomenon only appears when a perfectly calm, thin layer of water covers the entire salt flat, conditions that occur only during the short rainy season from December to March each year. From April to November, rainfall is extremely scarce and usually insufficient to create reflective surfaces. Walking across Salar de Uyuni feels like floating through the Milky Way, unable to distinguish where the sky ends and the earth begins. For nature lovers, photography enthusiasts, explorers, or anyone seeking profound tranquility, Salar de Uyuni can be so overwhelming that your heart seems to pause for a moment. If you have ever dreamed of a place where reality blurs into the surreal, Salar de Uyuni is the destination made for you. Rank 3, Oia Town, Greece. If Santorini is likened to the magnificent crown of Greece, then the town of Oia is the brightest jewel set upon that crown. Although it was almost completely destroyed by a powerful earthquake in 1956, Oia has risen again in a truly miraculous way. It is precisely these ups and downs that have forged the town's elegant and noble character, a quality that visitors can clearly feel today. Oia is instantly recognizable for its two dominant colors, blue and white. This iconic combination not only reflects the colors of the Greek national flag, but also carries layers of deeper meaning. Blue and white have long symbolized purity and dreamlike beauty. In Western culture, blue can represent sadness, but it is also the color of joy. Everything depends on its shade. The blue of Oia lies delicately between these two emotions, tilts slightly toward brightness and it becomes joy, slow down for a moment and it turns into melancholy. When placed beside pristine white, this shade of blue becomes astonishingly clear, like a fragile emotion suspended between reality and a dream. Today, Oia is celebrated as one of the most beautiful towns in the world, especially famous for offering one of the most enchanting sunsets on the planet. However, to witness this magical moment from the best viewpoint, visitors must navigate winding pathways, weaving between houses clinging precariously to the cliffs, following narrow paths that lead up to the ancient fortress. Every afternoon, as the sun slowly sinks below the horizon, hundreds of visitors quietly gather along white railings and stone steps, patiently waiting for the miraculous moment to unfold. The sunset stretches across the Aegean Sea, bathing ancient windmills and the blue domes of churches in golden light, creating a scene so breathtaking it feels as if it has stepped straight out of a painting. When night falls, Oia takes on an entirely different appearance. Small, charming bars begin to light up, music fills the air, and the rhythm of nightlife officially begins. Each bar has its own unique style, from classic to modern, contributing to a vibrant and colorful atmosphere. Along the stone-paved streets, the gentle singing of street performers echoes beneath warm yellow lights, blending with the lingering glow of sunset and making the experience even more intoxicating. Though small in size, Oia is a perfect fusion of ancient charm and modern spirit. Whether in the calm of daylight or the lively energy of night, this town always leaves visitors with a lingering sense of longing that is hard to forget. Rank 2, Reynisfjara Black Sand Beach, Iceland. On the southern coast of Iceland lies a beach with a strange and mysterious beauty, Reynisfjara, the world-famous black sand beach. There are no golden sands or gentle sunshine here. Instead, deep black shores stretch endlessly, while powerful white-capped waves crash relentlessly against the coast, creating a striking contrast with the vivid blue of the ocean. In fact, this black sand is the remains of an ancient volcano that has long fallen silent. Basaltic lava once erupted here, and over thousands of years, relentless ocean waves ground it down into countless tiny grains, covering the entire shoreline. Stepping onto the cool black sand feels like entering another dimension, unfamiliar, eerie, yet utterly mesmerizing. Beyond the mysterious shoreline, Reynisfjara is also renowned for its massive basalt columns with their distinctive geometric shapes, deeply tied to local folklore. According to ancient legends, these stone pillars were once sea trolls attempting to drag a ship ashore during the night. Before they could succeed, the first light of dawn appeared, turning them into stone forever, standing tall along the coast. It is precisely these myth-laden stories that breathe life into Reynisfjara's landscape, transforming it from a natural wonder into a place that evokes a sense of ancient mythology. Visitors are drawn into a surreal beauty, tinged with an unsettling atmosphere born from old legends and the raw power of nature. Despite its captivating appearance, Reynisfjara Black Sand Beach hides many unpredictable dangers. Powerful undercurrents and sudden, unpredictable waves can surge ashore at any moment. Warning signs are placed throughout the beach, constantly reminding visitors not to venture too close to the water's edge. In the past, several tragic accidents have occurred when tourists were swept away by the waves. However, by maintaining a safe distance and following all safety guidelines, visitors can still fully appreciate the majestic beauty of this extraordinary place. Rank 1, Calbuco Volcano, Chile. Calbuco Volcano, located in Chile, is a colossal giant that lay dormant for more than 4 decades. Yet in 2015, this long silence was abruptly shattered when Calbuco erupted violently, creating a spectacular natural phenomenon that stunned the entire world. The sheer visual impact of that moment left an unforgettable impression on anyone fortunate, or unfortunate, enough to witness it. On April 22, 2015, Calbuco Volcano suddenly awakened without any prior warning. A massive volume of ash and lava blasted into the sky, reaching heights of nearly 20 kilometers. The resulting scene was both awe-inspiring and terrifying, as if nature itself were staging a violent epic performance. 28-year-old Chilean photographer and firefighter Eduardo Minti was present to capture this extraordinary moment. He recalled that when he arrived, the first eruption had just ended, but only a few hours later, a second eruption erupted once again. Amid the thick clouds of ash and blazing light, the sky seemed to explode with raw power, revealing a breathtaking beauty that was almost overwhelming. However, despite the spectacular visuals, Calbuco volcano is by no means a safe destination for tourists. The 2015 eruption is considered one of the most significant volcanic events in decades. The town of Ensenada, located approximately 29 kilometers from the crater, was blanketed by a thick layer of ash, forcing residents to evacuate urgently and turning what was once a lively area into a ghost town. Even so, it is precisely this raw, untamed power that gives Calbuco its unique allure. The volcano continues to attract adventure seekers, nature enthusiasts, and travelers who are passionate about exploring the wild and are unafraid of challenges. What about you? Would you dare to stand before the magnificent Calbuco volcano and witness firsthand the terrifying power of nature? And that brings us to the top 10 most incredible travel destinations in the world. The top 10 trending wanted to share with you in today's video. Among these remarkable places, which one captured your heart the most? Or do you know of another destination that you find even more impressive? Leave a comment below so we can share and discuss together. If you found this video helpful and enjoyable, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any future exploration journeys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, and see you again in our next videos.